Hello everybody and welcome back. So today in this video we'll be learning what is water cycle. So let me give you a short glimpse as to what we'll be studying in this video. So in this video we're going to revise about the different uses of water. We'll be also studying the new terms such as evaporation, condensation, precipitation. Towards the end of the video there's one amazing activity. So see to it that you watch the video till the end. Come on now, let's begin. You can see there are few pictures here. Okay, so just guess what the title could be. The title says, what are the uses of water? So water is used for drinking, water is used for washing clothes, utensils, for taking bath, etc. When we cook food, that time also we need water. Water is used in different agricultural activities. Water is used for generating energy, etc. There are many more. Now let's study about evaporation. What is the meaning of this big word evaporation? Let's study that. Boiling water. Okay, so here in the picture they are boiling the water. There's the steam that's coming out. Now here it's written, have you all seen your mother boiling water? What do you observe when the water is boiling? When one boils the water, it changes into steam, or which is also called as water vapor. Now it is changing into steam or water vapor, it is only because of the heat. This changing of water into steam or water vapor is called as evaporation. So when we boil the water, the steam or the water vapor which is coming out from the water is called as evaporation. Please remember this. Now evaporation, now here there is an ocean surface, evaporation and the sun. What does this mean? Now what is evaporation? It's written here. Evaporation is a process where liquid changes to gas or vapor. On heating, water changes into vapor. This is called as evaporation. So when we are boiling the water, that is happening in the house. But outside, when we have oceans, seas, rivers, lake, now there how the water is getting heated up? It's due to the heat of the sun. So when the sun is heating up the water is converting into steam or vapor which is going up. That is called as evaporation. Remember this. Now let's study about condensation. What is condensation? On cooling, water vapor changes into water. This is called as condensation. Condensation is the reverse process of evaporation. Now what is it exactly? Let me explain you. When water vapor changes into water, this is called as condensation. When your mama is boiling the water and near the mouth of the water, if you put the lid, if you cover that container with the lid, what will happen? The vapors of the water will be converted into water droplets on that lid. So when you open the lid again, you can see the water droplets. So that is the condensation process. Now look here, see what happens when you boil the water with closed lid. So when one boils the water with closed lid, you will observe tiny droplets on the inner surface of the lid. The steam or the water vapor due to boiling water cools down and changes into tiny droplets of water. This process is called as condensation. Now let's study what is the meaning of precipitation. Precipitation is when released water from the clouds are in the form of rain, sleet, snow or hail. So when the water comes down, we know that there are three forms of water: solid, liquid and gaseous. So when the water comes down in any of the forms such as the rain, snow or hail, that process is called as precipitation. Now let's study about water cycle. Now you must be thinking, why I was explaining you the term evaporation, condensation, precipitation, because it is all related to water cycle. Have you observed a puddle dry up? What causes it to dry up? Is it a magic? Now so you can see there's a boy who's playing in the puddle and there's a sun shining up in the sky. Now when the puddle dries up, what happens? Due to the heat of the sun, water evaporates from all water bodies like rivers, lakes, ocean, puddles, and it goes up all the time. Hence, the puddle of the water dries up. Have you observed clothes drying up in summer faster than in winters? Why does it happen? that the clothes are drying up faster in summer and not during the winter or even in the rainy season. Clothes dry up in summer season faster than winters due to the high temperature. Since the sun is shining bright and the temperature is too high, the clothes dry up quickly. So during the summer season, the sun temperature is too high, and because it's very hot, so that's the reason water dries up faster during the summer season. Whereas in the winter season, the temperature of the sun is not that hot. So that is why it takes time for the clothes to dry up during the winters. Now water cycle. What is water cycle? You can see here in the picture. It's written evaporation, collection, precipitation, condensation. Okay, let's see now. Now due to the heat of the sun, the water from these sources of water evaporates and changes into water vapor. Now water vapor becomes very light in weight, and that is why it rises up and it goes up in the sky towards the clouds. Now when it goes up in the cloud, it cools down. And when it cools down, it forms droplets of water. Now these droplets of water join together to form clouds. Now the drops become so heavy that the cloud cannot hold themselves and they have to come down to the earth in any of the form of the water, such as the rain. So this cycle of evaporation of water from earth and then returning to the earth in the form of rain is called as water cycle. So water evaporates, it goes up, it forms clouds, it comes down again. So water evaporates, it goes up, that means it is condensation. When it goes up, that becomes condensation, and then when it's coming down, that is precipitation. And when it comes down, the water is getting collected in the water bodies. Evaporation, condensation, precipitation, collection. So this continuous cycle is happening in the earth, which is called as water cycle. Now see, evaporation, condensation, precipitation, so this is water cycle in short. Now there is one activity. Observe the picture carefully and say where is evaporation and condensation taking place. Now here there are few arrows. Okay, so where is evaporation, where is condensation, where is precipitation, where is collection? So just have a look on this picture. You can draw it in your book or you can write down in the chat box. I hope children you have understood well about water cycle. Thank you so much.